长恨歌 Part 2. In Part 1, we introduced the Chinese literature and his methodologies, 风骚, and also we have a little introduction on the poet Bai Juyi himself. And then we have introduced and illustrate the first part of the poem. Today, we'll continue the illustration of the poem. 九重城阙烟尘生，千乘万骑西南行。九重城阙 refers to the imperial city's gate. Chang is the city, 阙 is the two buildings in front of the main building or the main gate. It can be seen in today's Qujiang Garden in Xi'an City. It's a replica of the old Tang building styles. So, 烟尘 means the dust, the smoke. And normally, 烟尘 in the Chinese literature refers to the disturbance or the wars. So, it means the war is very near to the capital city and to the imperial city. 千乘万骑西南行. Cheng is the car of horse. Ji is the horses. It's not read as qi, it's ji. So the whole sentence means the rebellions marching to the capital city Chang'an, and everybody is fleeing to the southwest. 翠华遥遥行复止，西出都门百余里。翠华 is a sort of feather of jade bird. It's a decoration on the flag of the royal troops. So here it refers to the royal troops. They are fleeing, right? And 行复止, so they march, they walk, and later they stop. 止 means stop. So it's not like the typical fleeing, right? Everybody's on running. Why they stop? 西出都门百余里. So this sentence describes where they stop. It's west of the capital city, the West Gate. 100 Chinese miles. So 1 Chinese miles equal half kilometers roughly. It's not much difference in the Asian Chinese. So it's roughly 50 kilometers west to the Chang'an city. 六军不发，无奈何，宛转蛾眉马前死。六军, the 6 troops, 不发, don't go further, just stop there. 无奈何 has no way, has no ideas. So this refers to things. 六军不发, so the troops stop there, they don't go furthermore. 无奈何 refers to the emperor, Tang Xuanzong. He has no way, because they are fleeing from the rebellions. But at the very moment, the troops refuse to go. Just stop there. 宛转蛾眉马前死. 宛转 is describe the very beautiful, lovely woman. And the gesture, the outlooking, sort of. 蛾眉, 眉 is eyebrow. 蛾眉 refers to a very beautiful eyebrow of a woman. So here it refers to the 杨贵妃, the woman. 马前死, 马 died in front of the horse. Here the horse refers to the emperor. So these two sentences describe the troops doesn't go further and the emperor has no way, no idea. And then the most adorable, most loved woman by the emperor died in front of the emperor. Very vivid descriptions. For the nowadays people or the non-Chinese people is quite strange, but at the time of Tang Dynasty, the story is so famous. Every people, even kid, know what really happens that times. The rebellion is going to the capitals, conquering the capitals, to Chang'an, marching to the Chang'an, and this rebellion is destroy the villages, destroy the cities, and kill people. So much miserables to everyone, and all the people is fleeing away from the rebellion armies, and everyone think that's the emperor's fault to arouse this rebellion, and you cannot kill the emperors. So it's like the past. It's the fault of a woman's Qingcheng. Remember that? Qingcheng is a very beautiful woman, and it also remains that beautiful woman will make huge damage to the country. So all these disasters and sorrows is contributed to the lady Yang Guifei, and also the young families, because the Chinese always associate person with the families. So the army, the Liu Jun, demand the emperor to make corrections, and they killed the brother of Yang Guifei, who is the prime minister at the time, Yang Guozhong, killed his family, Yang Guozhong and his sons. With such, the army, the generals, is also in danger, because there's another young family member, Yang Guifei, still with the emperors. She's very critical at that moment. If the emperor listened to the woman saying, the general will be in danger, that the life will be in danger. So all the army and the generals, after killing the prime minister Yang Guozhong, the brother of Yang Guifei, they then went to the emperor Tang Xuanzong and demand to kill Yang Guifei. So here is the main reason they don't stop there. Because if you don't agree with the demand from the troops to kill the Yang Guifei, let's die together here with the rebellions. When rebellions come, let's all die together. So the emperor Yang Xuanzong made the hard decision to have the Yang Guifei killed in front of him. So that's the story. 花钿委地无人收，翠翘金雀玉搔头。花钿、翠翘、金雀、玉搔头 is 4 type of jewelries, decoration jewelries. It may not be the only 4 thought of jewelry, but here it just refers to all kinds of jewelries. 委地无人收，委地 falling to the ground, and nobody picked up. So you can imagine the situation. The Yang Guifei was killed, and all kinds of valuable jewels scattered on the ground. Nobody picked up. 君王掩面救不得，回看血泪相和流。君王, the majesty and king, refers to Tang Xuanzong here. He cannot save her life. 回看血泪相和流 he looked back and see the blood and tears flooded. Though at the normal day, Tang Xuanzong the emperor controls everything beneath the heavens, and now he has no idea, he has no capabilities to save his beloved woman. 黄埃散漫风萧索，云栈萦纡登剑阁。黄埃 the yellow dust, 散漫风萧索, so it was blown by the wind and scattered everywhere and makes everything looks sad. 萧索 is sad, is demolished, the sense of demolished. 云栈 站 is 栈道 the plank road. You can still see the 栈道 plank road in the Hua Mountain, Hua Shan, which is the 5 sacred mountains 100 kilometers east to Xi'an, the ancient Chang'an, capital of Tang. So the very narrow and plank road go around in the high mountains. This means they already left the basin of the Xi'an and then go to the Qinling mountain, because you need to cross the Qinling mountain and get to Sichuan, Chengdu city. So now they are in the big mountains of Qinling, and the Deng Jienge, it climbed up to the Jienge. Jienge is a very famous gateway or blockage castles between the Xi'an and Chengdu in the high mountain of Qinling. So it's a description how they are fleeing from Chang'an to Chengdu city. 峨眉山下人行少，旌旗无光日色薄。峨眉山 Sichuan province now, a very famous tourist spot today. And it's considered it's very safe in Sichuan province at the time, and it's far from the rebellions. But still, it's not much people around the foot of the mountains. 行人少 not much people. 旌旗 the flag of the troops looks dark because they are such a long journeys, and the sunlight 日色薄 sunlight looks cold. This actually reflects the mood of the people, of the troops. 蜀山水碧蜀山青，圣主朝朝暮暮情。蜀 Sichuan, so the mountain of Sichuan and the river of Sichuan looks very nice. 水碧 the river is green and clear. And 蜀山青 the mountain of the Sichuan looks dark blue. It's a positive description. It looks nice. 圣主朝朝暮暮情 the sacred, wise, smart Lord. Here refers to Tang Xuanzong the emperor. 朝朝暮暮 朝 morning, 暮 dawn, evening. So every day and every night, the emperor is still in the mood of love to Yang Guifei. So it's a little irony. And also this is a description of the daily life in Chengdu city. Before this, it's a long march from capital Chang'an to Sichuan, and in the midway, not midway, they just started, maybe 1 or 2 days, the Yang Guifei was killed. The order was given by the emperor, but he was forced by the troops, by the generals. And then with the sad mood, they marched in the dust, crossed the high mountains, and then come to a very nice looking Sichuan province, no war, safe. But the emperor is still in the mood of love, and everybody think he's not so smart, he's not wise. 行宫见月伤心色，夜雨闻铃肠断声。行宫, the temporal palace for emperor, here refers to the emperor himself. He look at the moon and feel very sad. This sadness do a lot of harm to his heart and his body or his face. The 色 normally refers to the face. So this is they use the 望月怀人, a very typical Chinese situation. When Chinese look at the moon, especially the full moons, you always think about the someone or the hometown. So we have several other poems talking about the moons, the same situation. Look at the moon, thinking about someone or the hometown. And so you think about the Yang Guifei and the emperor is so sad. 夜雨闻铃肠断声, the night rains. 闻铃, the bells make sounds. The palace, the temples always have the bells on the buildings, so the night rain, the wind makes the bell sounds. So it's a very vivid description of the situation. And the emperor hears the sound and feels so sad. 断肠 or 肠断, intestinal, broken. So this is a very typical Chinese saying. So it means it's so sad that your intestinal broke. 天旋地转回龙驭，到死踌躇不能去。天旋地转, the situation changed. The heaven changed, means rebellion was defeated and it's time to go back. 回龙驭, long refers to the dragon. The dragon refers to the emperor. 驭, riding. So the emperor riding the horse go back to the capital Chang'an now. 到此踌躇不能去. 踌躇 is very hesitant and walk around and around. 到此, so when he came here, 此 is here. So where is here? The place Yang Guifei died. So it's very near to the capital city Chang'an now. He stayed here, walk around and around, hesitated, and he cannot leave here. 马嵬坡下泥土中，不见玉颜空死处。马嵬坡 is here, the place Yang Guifei died. So the emperor came back and looked for the corpse of the Yang Guifei, but not in the earth buried. 空死 means it's worthless, because in the emperor's mind, Yang Guifei died for nothing. 君臣相顾尽沾衣，东望都门信马归。君, the emperor, 臣, the officials. So they looked each other at the sight and all cried. 沾衣 is the equivalent of crying. 东望都门信马归. So it's not far from the capital now. They look to the east, 100 Chinese miles away. And they loose the rope of the horse, let the horse walk on his own pace. 归来池苑皆依旧，胎叶芙蓉未央柳. So finally, the emperor and the officials go back to the capital and the royal palace. The gardens, the lakes, all look the same. 太叶, the lake's name of Han dynasty. 芙蓉, the garden's name of the Han dynasty. 未央, the palace name of the Han dynasty, the royal palace of Han dynasty. So all refers to the Tang dynasty actually. So the willow in all the gardens in the royal palace looks the same. So everything looks the same. 芙蓉如面柳如眉，对此如何不泪垂。芙蓉 lotus flowers looks like the face of her. 柳如眉 the willow looks like the eyebrows of her. So how can the emperor not cry? So everything is same, but something not same anymore. 春风桃李花开日，秋雨梧桐叶落时。春风 the spring wind, 桃李花开 so the flowers opened, 日 the time, so the date, so the spring, the date of the spring. 秋雨梧桐落叶时 the rainfall in the autumn. 梧桐叶落 so the leaves fallen, the time of the leaves falling. So this refers to two seasons, spring and autumn. So this is also another saying of time or time changing, 春秋. The Confucius write a history book. The name is 春秋. So 春秋 is another name of time or history or time changing. 西内南宫多秋草，落叶满阶红不扫。西宫南内 is the name of two palaces. Actually, this refers to the poor situation of the emperor Tang Xuanzong, because he's not emperor now. When he came back to the capital city, his son is the new emperor, and he was not treated well, and he is not looked on by most of the people. 西宫南内 is the places he was forced to move to and move on. Two places, not good places as compared to the palace he used to live. So this refers to the poor situations of the Tang Xuanzong. You can feel it. 落叶满阶红不扫. So leaves fallen on the ground. Nobody take care of it. Nobody clean it. He's not an emperor now. The poet describes so many sceneries of the palaces, because when you think back or look back, this is a place where Tang Xuanzong and Yang Guifei, the couple, lived. They spent so many happy hours together. In the spring, in the autumn, in the garden, in the lake, in the building, in the palaces, drinking, dancing, the dining, everything. But now, everything's gone. But the palace is still there, no changed. 梨园弟子白发新，椒房阿监青娥老。梨园 we have talked about this. The peach garden is a place Tang Xuanzong and his apprentices play the operas here, play the music and play the songs, sing songs here. And the 弟子 his apprentice, the hair is all gold white. And 椒房 refers to the house the women and girls lived. 阿监 is the servant waitress. 青娥老 青娥 means the woman. So the female servant, the waitress, is old. So this is all the people surround Tang Xuanzong before. And they still with him, some of them still with him, and they all getting old. 西殿萤飞思悄然，孤灯挑尽未成眠。At the evening, the fireflies float around, and the emperor is thinking about Yang Guifei quietly, 思悄然 thinking quietly. 孤灯挑尽未成眠，孤灯 the lonely lamp. Think about it, it's a palace, a royal palace, just lonely lamp. It's burning, it's not electric light, it's not electrical lamp. So it's a fire is burning, give the light. And it goes off. When it goes off, the emperor still cannot go into sleep. It's hard to sleep. 迟迟钟鼓初长夜，耿耿星河欲曙天。初长夜 at the first half of the night, the late drums. So it's described the emperor doesn't go to sleep. He has something in his mind, so he didn't go to sleep. So in the classic Chinese poet, when you see the drum or bell in the night, normally it refers the poet or is not awaked for something. Because in the normal night, normal days, the drum and the bell sounds in the night periodically, but he can sleep very well. So, but this refers he has something in his mind, he cannot sleep. So he's quite easily be awaked by the bell and drum. 耿耿星河欲曙天，耿耿 means bright, 星河星 star, 河 the Milky Way. So 星河 refers to the stars, the Milky Ways in the skies. So it is the second half of the night. And 欲曙天 is almost sunrise. So it describes the whole night, and emperor doesn't sleep at all. 鸳鸯瓦冷霜华重，翡翠裘寒谁与共？鸳鸯瓦 they tell in couples is so cold and have a thick frost on it. So it's winter's time. 翡翠裘 a quilt with the jade birds diagram on it. So it's a very nice luxury quilt for the royal families. So the quilt feels so cold as well, and because nobody shares with the emperor. 悠悠生死别经年，魂魄不曾来入梦。悠悠 slowly by slowly, 生死别 departed by life and death refers to 唐玄宗and 杨贵妃。今年 1 year. Though the death of Yang Guifei has passed 1 year, this is also a big date for Chinese to memorize the dead. 周年 so normally it's called 周年。魂魄不曾来入梦，魂魄 it's a little similar like the ghost. So in the old Chinese saying, when people died, the physical body is there and became the dust, eroded. But there's the spirit will still there, which is called 魂魄. So in this big date, 周年, the emperor 唐玄宗 just doubted why Yang Guifei's ghost not come to here and meet me in my dream, because 魂魄 is most likely to appear in the dream of a person. Okay, let's call this part 2. We have enough today. We will keep on illustration on the following videos. In this section, the poem tells us the rebellion troops is invading the capital city Chang'an, so everybody is fleeing to the southwest. On the way to the Chengdu city, Yang Guihui was given death by emperor. Anyhow, the emperor was forced by the general and troops. It was a hard decision, and this was made the emperor so sad. And the sadness keeps on while he's staying in Chengdu city. And several years later, when the rebellion was defeated, he moved back to the capital. Anyhow, he's not an emperor anymore. His son became the new emperor, and he didn't have a good life. And he spent all day long to memorize Yang Guifei, and everything in the palace, around the palace, also remind Tang Xuanzong of Yang Guifei and the happy hours, the happy time they had before. Okay, this is for today. Thank you and enjoy.